Howdy, Mojave D here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a real quick, and this is going to be short, episode on WarTales, which is one of my Zen games, a game you can go to mellow out. Even the music is mellow, medieval style, you know, music played on a lute, and it's just a place to come to chill out and get away, get a break from all the intense, rapid, multiple button pushing games that are the bane of my existence. But what happened is they had a DLC, oh gosh, over a month ago come out where you could make a tavern, and I realized I never did it. So I decided, hey man, I'm gonna go check out building a tavern, and I figured I might as well record it. This is a survival game, but it's a more than that, much more than that. WarTales is a kind of a secret gem that not a whole lot of people know about. It is a fabulous game with a lot of depth and a lot of different ways to play. You can spend many hours in this game. You can play it for months. So not only survival and conquer, but a lot of great combat, just great combat. And the combat is, thankfully for me, turn-based strategy. So it's a thinking man's game. You have to think, not only in the battle, the strategy in the battle, but in everything you do, including who you recruit, what you build and when you build, where you put your points, and there's a multitude of ways to build your characters through the points, where to apply those points, and they all are very important. And so it is a thinking man's game as well as being a nice chill game. So I just wanted to. So here is where I left off. This everybody here. I think my highest guy here is level 6, so it's not. This is a. I don't. I think I did this to demonstrate something, many months ago on WarTales, and so we're not very far into it. At level 6 are my highest guys. But let's check out the camp. We'll start here, and what we're going to do. Oh wow! I must have just come from a battle. You see all those red shields with cracks, diagonal cracks in them going across? That means their armor is broken. So we must have just come from a battle. You can see over here I've got a cook with a cook pot. Let's get him cooking stuff up. And this is Porthos. I named my first 4 characters after the 4 musketeers. So we have Porthos, Athos, D'Artagnan, and Aramis. So what can we cook? We can make bread. Let's do some grilled pork. Now, these items that you cook, some of them have additional benefits, like the eel. And it says right there, it says food 14. So you have a food amount that you have to supply your guys so that they have enough to eat. Otherwise, they get very angry, and they can even leave. They can leave your squad if you don't feed them enough. So the eel soup, you can see down there, it says bonus to dexterity 15%. So and then you can make as much as you want of that. 14 food. Let's make 1 eel soup. There we go. And then and the thing about squad size, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Stuffed cabbage, increase critical hit by 10%, and it's 14 food. So let's get them some stuffed cabbage. And nice. And what else can we do? And this is the other stuff is just basic stuff. Trapper's Fondue. Movement speed in the world increased by 10%. That takes 2 cheese, 2 venison. Well, let's use our last 2 venison on that. 3 salt. And that'll increase our movement speed by 10%. Nice. And you can make pork stew, which maximum valor points increased by 1. I've got 7 pork. I only have 1. Oh, I have 2 beans. Let's make some pork stew. And the valor points are used in battle. I'm just for people who don't know. And let's just do some. I've got some wolf meat. I've got 10 wolf meat. And it only it gives food 6, and it doesn't have any special stuff. Let's make 2 of those. We have some wolf sausage for them, and mutton. I've got 9 mutton. Let's make 2 mutton. There we go. And I think that'll be good. Then you just come over here to the campfire, and we just move stuff over. So I need a total of 61. You see that? 61 food right in the middle. I have 0 in there now. So let's give them some apple pancakes, which I had already apparently was already in inventory because we didn't make that just now. But that'll take care of 14 food, and it will reduce their fatigue by 30%. Let's give them some of that. And here's the mutton. I made 2 of those. Let's put 2 of those in there. Now we're up to 26. We need to get to 61. So here's our eel soup, which is going to increase dexterity by 20%. We'll give them some eel soup, which is up to 40. The trapper's fondue increased our speed in the world by 10%. And that is good for, what, 14 more food? We're up to 54. The pork stew will give us 14. That's too much, actually. I need to get to 61. So I think I'll just throw in some, let's just throw in some bear meat. Get us to 60. And I need something for 1, like maybe some wine. How about some meat? There we go. I don't have to pay them this time. You have to pay them once a month. You can see up in the upper right hand corner, I need to pay them 274 is what I have. I've got 460 coming. I think, what is it? Because I must have just completed a mission, a bounty. You have jobs that you can take. But we can also, by pushing RB, you can convert your wood. Let's get up to it. You can convert your wood. I'm trying. Do I not have enough? There we go. To coal. We'll take the wood down to 15 and increase our coal by 8. And then you just hit rest. And everybody should be happy. There you go. The troop is well rested. Your knowledge of the world has increased. You've gained 6 valor points. Excellent. Those again you use in battle. The troop's happiness increased by 8. Companions assigned to the campfire +4, etc., etc. You can see all of that. And then we just break camp. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody has a question for me. Boran wants to talk. I hope the Inquisitor Arya will feel like one of us. Maybe I should go and talk to her and make her feel welcome. So, and there's your 3 choices. Integrate. Introduce Inquisition Arya to the other companions. Ignore it. Act as if she doesn't exist. Encourage Arya. And then you see what she gets from that. She'll get 144 experience points if we encourage her to live up to the group's reputation. And for this, we get +1 in relationships. You build relationships with your troop, and you get benefit from that. They can have positive. They can dislike people, and that causes problems. But I'm going to go with encourage and give her 144 XP. Get her closer to leveling up. So we've done that. Now here's my group, and you can see I've got 4, 8, 12, 13 people. Arya being the most recent addition, and I really don't recommend getting that big. The bigger your troop is, the more you have to pay them, the more you have to feed them, which means you're constantly working to have money and food, and which is fine. You know, you want to play that. That's fine. I'm just saying it gives you more. It's harder to take care of a troop this big. And then, of course, the horses, Scout, Brownie, and Packy. Those are our pack horses. They've got to be fed. They don't have to be paid. And then the dark steed, I'm going to get rid of. I just put this in here for a video. I wanted to see what happens if you make a horse a fighter, and it's a mistake. I wouldn't do it again. And then the bear is an excellent fighter. You can get pets in this game. You have to capture them, and they become pets. Bears are great. Horses as fighters, no. I would not recommend that. And then my preference is to only have 8, a squad of 8. That would be the top 4. I couldn't resist these guys because they were so good, and so I recruited them against my better judgment. Although really all it does is the more people in the troop, the more enemies in the battles. So you're going to have longer fights. I like quick fights. I like them to be short, you know, like less than 10 minutes. With a troop this size, 13, I mean, I'll face up to 18. Could be up to 18 enemies that you face, and now you're looking at maybe 15, maybe even a 20-minute fight, you know, which is fine. If that's, you know, I prefer to 6. It's just a lot 8. I mean, 8 people. It's a lot easier to manage in every way, and the battles you face less enemies. The amount of enemies that you fight are calculated by how many people you have. I think it's either 1.1 or 1.2 or something like that times the fighters that you have, and then the pack horses, Scout, Brownie, and Packy, don't count as fighters. Okay, so this is the camp at level 6. This is really good camp. The only reason it's this good and well developed is because I know what I'm doing. It would be pretty hard for you to have a camp this well developed because you don't start with any of this. You don't have a tent. You don't get the chest. You don't have the cooking pot. You don't have a gurney, which is where you can put wounded people when they rest. You're not going to have trying to get a hitching post or a place for your troubadour, you know, to entertain. And you get benefits out of all of this. A lectern, and then this is a strategy table, and there's all different kinds of stuff that you can do at these things. We're not going to do any of that right now. What I want to do right now is, this was new with the tavern. Is what I'm doing. I want to show off the tavern. So we need to assign a brewer, and we'll do that. Let's assign the new person, the Inquisitor Aria. She is without a profession. You can see that up there. And you get benefits for profession. And actually she, let's get over to, her shield is broken. Let's repair her shield. Oh no, that repaired her armor. I don't have enough to repair her shield. Actually, she doesn't have a shield. Shoot, I forgot to give her a shield. Let's see if I have one in the inventory I can give her. I do. This one adds 14 guard and 15 to her armor. So let's give her a shield. So there we go. Now she's all set up. So her defense went up to 40. All right, and now what we want to do is make her a brewer. Oops. Choose a profession. And there you see brewer, and she is the perfect type to be the brewer, because it's going to give her +2 to Constitution and +2 to critical hit. So and she's a frontline person. So you want your frontline people. That Constitution is going to increase her health from 20 to 22. Critical hit for her is going to go from 6% to 8%. So she will be the brewer. I'm getting hit nice on it. That should be it, right? Should be able to back out of it now. Okay, now let's see what she can make. No recipe has been selected. Oh, I can put in, I don't have any cherries, and she can make brandy. And brandy increases their happiness by 1, but I don't have any cherries. All right, so that's new. So, and then down on the bottom right-hand corner, you can't see it because my big hand's in the way. Let me move my head up. Down here, you have all of these different things, the tent, all of these different things. Now, you can see on the very far right, we have 2 things that can be leveled up. So, and you have all of these different, I'm telling you, it's a great game, guys. It has so many different things that you can work on. So under trade and craftsmen, we got prolific craftsmen that we can level up, point. And we unlock the next level, which means we can come over here and select stuff. You can see what I've selected. Get it out of the way. Long distance running, I selected right here, which increases the movement speed by 20%. And this one I've selected, which increases carry capacity, and again, carry capacity. So I can, next level unlock. I think I have to go here. There we go. So now I can come over here, and we can go with suppliers. Purchase price of trade goods reduced by 10%. Negotiators. Patrons offering missions can be more generous, so that the patrons that want you to do missions you'll get more money on the mission. Masters and disciples. Self-learning is important, but sharing the knowledge with bonus profession increases. Then there's untouchables. Serving justice from money can also do wonders for one's reputation. Turning in prisoners can gain influence, 20%. So of these, since we're making a bar, what is cooperative? Wages paid to companions reduced by 10%. Okay, we're going there. Yes. There we go. So now that reduces what I have to pay people by 10%. And then the other one that we got leveled up in is under Mysteries and Wisdom. And that's all we can do there until we get to the next level on that. And then, of course, you've got all of these different things that you unlock. So it's a pretty cool game as far as all that goes. Let's repair some people. Let's repair D'Artagnan's shield. Oh no, it's his main armor. So we can get him, and it's not fully repaired. I don't have enough materials. So what we'll do is break camp. And then you have all these other things. I mean, you can look here. Here's all the different, as you level up, you have all this stuff that you can do. This one is ruins and codices, or for the codex. Apothecary, that's your healing stuff. Brewing vat. Right now, the only thing I know how to make is cherry brandy. This is your cooking pot, and there's all these things that you can learn down here as soon as you get the points. And then, of course, your anvil for your blacksmithing, for your armor and your weapons, and a workshop making things. You can see fish hooks, rope, torches, saddlebags, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, knowledge. So I'm just short away. Let's break camp. Just push down on the D-pad, and you'll see the tent there. And let's get into town. So now the first thing I'm going to do, though, is collect our money. So we're going to Strong Camp, and if we go to the Traveler's Feast Inn, we can go over and talk to the person who gives out the jobs.
Might you be looking for work? Our role as emissaries is to ensure that all service requests are fulfilled. We regularly update our job offers.
So apparently I vanquished Elegon's troops, and I get $460. I have 274 points.
Here is your reward.
And then you can review this, and you can take other ones. We can do this one, Loot the Bandits Lair. It's hard, but it pays $365. Or we can take an average one that pays $325. The Brotherhood wishes to see the Gusta's squad dead. And this one is the guard is convinced that hoodlums are hiding in the bandit's lair. A handsome reward has been offered for those who will lay waste to the place. I'll go ahead and accept that. And there it puts it on the mini-map. My head's in the way. Let's get my head out of the way. So you can see, well, here, let's get on out. And then in here, there's people that you can recruit. You can recruit this guy. I'm not going to. So Thorinus, there's the stats on him. What you're looking for is willpower. I would never recruit anybody with less than 12 willpower. His willpower is 10. This is Arnergal. Let's inspect her. Him. His willpower is 13. His traits, he's got nimble. He's a healer, so he can heal people on the battlefield. And he has stab down there. No, I mean, he's not bad. But I don't want to add any more people. This is an informant. He gives out jobs also. And let's inspect Quinaid. Willpower 8. No way. There's just no way I would do that. And then you've got an innkeeper here. You can buy things from him. You can also.
So, want to find out what's new in Tiltron?
You can also rest here for $161. I'm going to sing just so you can see. Now, he's selling some food. This increases security in a camp. You can be attacked while you're camping by 20%. And also that increases if you're capturing prisoners that you're going to turn into the jail, and you get paid for that. You get rewards for that. This decreases the chance that they'll escape while you're camping. And then this reduces fatigue, and then you can buy. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just so you can see it, I'll sing. So we do have a bard. That is Taurus. So let's play. So that'll decrease what we get. We get a ruby and 65 crowns. All right, let's go now and see what this tavern is all about. So here it is. This is new. And then you've got, this is the market where you can buy food and stuff like that. You've got the town hall. You've got a forge for making weapons, improving your weapons and armor. You can fast travel from here. And then this is for making medicine. But this is what the video is for, right here. Wow, our first look at it. Let me get my head out of the way. You don't need to see all that stuff down on the bottom. I'll put it back in the bottom. We got cobwebs all over the place. All right, let's see what we do here. Look, bells.
But the best part, mercenaries? The price. For a tiny, almost inconsequential investment, you can finally become the proud tavern keepers you've always dreamed of being.
The best part, did I miss part of a dialogue there? Buy the tavern for 1 gold piece. Okay, let's buy it.
Excellent decision, mercenaries. You won't regret it. I'll leave you to your cleanup. You won't be needing me anymore.
Oh, damage. Okay, repair it. Cobwebs. So this is ours. Now you can enlarge the size of this eventually. Debris. You have received and learned the Alchemist's Creme Brulee specialty. More cobwebs. Wood, destroy it. We'll let our lumberjack Athos. Okay. You want to time this so that it's green. And that will give you more wood. 30 XP for him. You have gained wall torch. And what am I doing here? Are they wanting me to name it? Is this where I name it? I don't know. It didn't give me a prompt. I'm going to call it the Roadkill. Bar. Can I put symbols in? Bar and Roadkill Bar and Grill. Is that? I'm assuming. Assign a tavern keeper. Assign a scullion. What's a scullion? Scullion. Put a dish on the menu. Place a table. Place a torch. Reward 50 crowns? Or 50 crowns. The tavern is an establishment managed by the troupe which can generate revenue during each shift. To operate successfully, a tavern requires a staff, equipment, and an extensive menu. The tavern's reputation is measured by prestige. Using prestige, so that's a new thing. You can, no it isn't. I think we've had prestige in the game. Using prestige, you can unlock equipment and expand the tavern. The more numerous, varied, and satisfied your patrons are, the more prestige you will earn. The main ways to attract patrons and encourage them to spend money are comfort, security, and satisfaction, which are calculated after each shift. So this is the beginning. Hold it. What's in the back here? And it's got an exclamation point. Assign up to us till there must be cooks. So we have to assign a cook. Oh, I see. So we have I'm going to take a minute and read over all this stuff. I'll be right back. The cool thing is, the bigger this gets and the more NPCs you attract, of course, you now generate passive income, which is really cool. So you don't have to rely on going out there and fighting and doing things to get rewards, or finding it, mining for it and all that kind of stuff. You also can recruit them. So if you get a rare, high-powered guy, a famous guy to come in who's a hell of a fighter, you can recruit him through here too. So I'm going to just take a minute and look this all over, and I'll be right back. Okay, man, check it out. I still don't know how to assign a manager to this, but it says the tavern can't operate without a tavern keeper. But we've got these civilians that you can recruit. His wages are 5 pieces of copper. So he doesn't get paid in gold. Let's look at him. Oh, wow. I'd like to use this guy as a fighter. He's got 15 will. Look at this guy, but you can't. I don't think. What I was thinking was I would recruit my weakest fighters, and so I could get rid of them. I have less fighters, which means less enemies in the battles and less guys to feed. but you can only recruit them as bouncers. But check this out. I can recruit my bear as a bouncer, which would take him out of the fighting. His security increased by 15. Now, if you look at Trilwim, he only increases his security by 10. I can't really use the Inquisitor. Well, she already has a job, is why I think. And she's one of my brewers. But 15 is the most I can increase. D'Artagnan would only increase security by 3. I'm going to assign my bear as the bouncer. So now bear is the bouncer. And we increase security by 15. Would you go up against the bear bouncer? All right, so now I got to recruit. I need 2 cooks. So that, so I guess we will recruit him, and we will recruit Gunna. Also, would love to have her be a fighter. She has awesome beginning stats. So let's recruit her. Okay. So now we have 2 cooks and a bouncer. Now he is a brewer. These are all brewers. Recruit him. I don't know that I need 3. So these guys get paid in copper, not gold. I wonder if I need 3. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this for the first time, so this is not a how-to. This is not okay. So, but yeah, these guys are all the same and they're great. They would be great fighters, actually. Tavern. Keeper. I don't have a tavern keeper yet. I'm just going to go ahead and recruit him. Okay, so now cannot operate without a keeper, a tavern keeper. Countertop allows a tavern to welcome 4 patrons per shift. This one's got the exclamation point on it. Assign food production. Depends on the scullion's capacity, but also on demand. If demand is low, the scullion will produce less. To increase your sales odds, set reasonable prices, blah, blah, blah. Acquire new recipes, explore the compendium, buy recipes from taverns. Okay. Assign. I'm trying to get on assign scullion. Gunna. Okay. No, he's not a bouncer. Okay, I don't know how to do this, obviously. guys are unassigned. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. I can make him. There you go. Tavern keeper. Got it. All right. Now, put a dish on the menu is done. Place a table. Place a torch. How? Oh. Can I move it? I can. That's... Hold X. Can I rotate it? Okay. That can stay there. I'm kind of figuring it out. Torch? A torch. Oh, here we go. Hey, install. Oh, I see it. Automatically installed them over there. I didn't have a choice about where. I guess we're done. So we have a manager. RT gives me a new shift. What does that mean? It's not doing anything. Starts a new shift without needing to rest at camp. Reach 50 prestige to unlock additional shifts. Prestige right now is 0. We have great security. So this is my tavern. Now we're back resting. And my group now looks like this. 8, 12. Alright. Cost to feed them went down. It did. It went to 52. Nice. fed them too much. I'm trying to. There we go. Show shift report. Revenue 37, wages 28, total plus 9. Okay, so my bar's up and running. It's over here, Roadkill Bar Grill. Bar Grill. They left out the and sign. So we can depart. We've got all these jobs, 295, 295, 295. This one pays 220, 320, 300. So I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. I've got to learn. It's a lot of law running around. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 troops of lawmen running around. I suppose we could head in a direction of a job, but I kind of want to check in on my tavern. Let's go up here. Looks like we can get into a fight right here. Whoops. That was an accident. I didn't mean to kick it off. But here's a battlefield if you want to see how this goes. So you can move all your men first. There's 17 of them. So reducing the size of my troop by 2, my bear and Baron become the manager. Didn't change that. So we definitely want to get these 3 out of here. We don't want to leave them there by themselves. We've got an archer set back here. A scoundrel there. Let's get these guys out of here. I want to keep the horse back. The horse is not a good fighter. The horse is just an experiment. I'm experimenting to see. I want to get it leveled all the way up before I, make a decision on it. I did not repair their armor. Something I should have done before the fight. It's fine there. I've got 3 here. Main force, the main body is down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them all down there. Can ignore those 2 guys for now. Let's get over here on these guys. This guy's gonna go first for them right there. The guy with the exclamation point, he goes first for them. Like I said, I brought my guys in here without repairing their armor. I wasn't planning on doing this. I was just gonna show you the tavern. So, I think we're ready. She can't quite, I don't think she can quite hit both of these guys. Let's see if she can. No, she can only hit one. So if she can only hit one, let's get this one. Oh! She hit hard. See ya. Wow. Okay, she can just stay right there. Now their next guy to move, we need one with an exclamation point. This guy. Or this guy. And I moved my people out. I don't think I have anybody that can reach him. Yes, I do. I would rather take out the archer, especially if it's going to shoot fire arrows. Hard. Now she has a move where she can do this. This guy was closer, she could whack them both. I just wanted to get on the other side of the archer, keep the archer locked up. Now, kill it. I put deflection on her, so she should deflect the first hit at her. Ouch. Poison. This guy moves next. Kill him. Almost. Not quite. Poison. Okay, who was next? D'Artagnan can get in between them and get them both. Sure can. Oh, crap. Okay. I can move him. And then he can get this one. Not quite. That'll do. I want to lock this guy up so he doesn't go attack somebody else. Counterattack, that's why I put it in there. Uh-oh. Okay, we've got people in trouble. Who goes next? That guy? Aramis could reach him, but I'm worried about what's going on over here. We need to save our guy over here. Taunt him, so that makes him attack Aramis. We're in trouble. That one's almost dead. Oh my gosh. hard. Who goes next? This guy. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I didn't realize I was still on him. Horse gives inspiration. We've got people dying. Way back there, okay. He's already had his turn. My guy in the most trouble is right here. Crap. Let's lock up the archer. Oh no! Six wings again. My guy's gonna die. We gotta get rid of this guy over here. Well, crap. Crap, he's gonna hit his own guy. If I disengage, he gets hit and probably dies. I can't let him swing. I cannot disengage him. He's just gonna have to hold there. If he a dying unit can only move. Yeah, I know. My guy's dead. This went really bad. Why can't I attack? I can't turn it? No, I can't turn it. Own guy. Lost another one. Bring them up here. What can heal? Ah! I don't understand why he couldn't heal. They want to run. I had some deaths. Or did I? I guess I didn't. I thought I had somebody die. We try to get back to town and repair our gear. Part of the problem with that was they took more damage because my gear wasn't 100%. We got a traffic jam trying to get into town. I want to get in town, please. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna go straight to the blacksmith and have him repair all my stuff.
You can use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. You can use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. You can use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. A few dents here and there. Nothing more. There. Good as new.
I'm gonna buy all that stuff so I can repair out on the battlefield. All right. Well, I can show you this. I do need to get some better armor. If I have the stuff, and I don't, for what I wanted to do. Okay. I'll end the episode there. So I didn't lose anybody. I thought somebody died. But apparently not. How's the farm grill look? Hey, we've got people. We have customers. Favorite food, mutton stew, beer-infused wolf ribs. Cool, so now we know what they like. They like mutton stew, hop and barley jig, is their favorite music on this one. Favorite atmosphere, working class. These are all working class people. Favorite music, The Tale of Hammy the Boar. Favorite tune, Hoppin' Barley Jig, working class. Working class, Saga of the Lucky One. So mutton stew seems to be what they like. The Saga of the Lucky One, favorite tune, Hoppin' Barley Jig. This one likes Trapper's Fondue. This one likes mutton stew. Cool. All right, man. All right, I'll end it there. I didn't mean to even go that long. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. It's a great little game. You should probably get it if you haven't. Thank you for watching. See you later. All right, so in conclusion, I put a proper conclusion on this. The bar is really deep, like you can see, just like everything in this game. And I've got to learn how to manage it and make it profitable. It's really cool that you can see what their favorite songs are. So I need to get a bard in there who will play their favorite songs. I've got to get the recipes there and make that mutton stew for them or whatever their favorite recipes are. All that kind of stuff, favorite drinks. And we didn't really do much in the wine cellar. The brewery down in the basement. So there's a lot to do there, and you have a nice little profit and loss statement to analyze and work on. So like I say, it's a thinking man's game. It's also an action game. You saw that. I got into a fight by accident. Didn't I was thinking about ending the episode was what was on my mind, and I wasn't thinking about a fight. And we kind of bumped into those guys, those bandits, and my gear wasn't repaired. We weren't ready for that, and I was still outnumbered by what, 5 or 6 guys. I mean, so by putting 3 of my guys in the tavern, it didn't reduce how many enemies we had. So what I want to do going down the road is dismiss the horse, but I want to get the horse fully leveled up before I make that decision. But if I had another fighter in there, fully armored and with weapons, that battle would have been a little better. And my head wasn't really into fighting. And you have to be. I didn't really have a good starting setup there. I was lucky I didn't lose 2 people. They were dying. The reason they didn't die is because their will is very high. I have their will up above 15, and that enables them to. They go down. I think we saw 2 of them go down. One for sure. I think a second one went down. But you have a couple of turns before they die, and then they're gone forever. And that didn't happen because their will was high enough, and then the enemy got demoralized, and you have an option to let them run away, which I never take. I always say no, we're going to kill them all, but I didn't this time because I had 2 guys dying. So anyway, a cool little game. If you're not familiar with it, if you're interested in it, like I say, it's strategy with everything you do, with how you build your camp. The camp that I have it can be built out much more deluxe than it is. Like I say, my highest level guys are only level 6, so it's a new crew. I prefer to keep. I don't want to have more than 12 fighters. And actually, I prefer 8. That way, the battles aren't as long because you don't have as many enemies. But I have the squad the way it is because I was showing stuff in videos way back in the past when I was doing videos on this. I do have videos on this game on how to get off to a rockin' start. If you do get the game and you want to see a good way to get started, check it out. I think it's pretty good, and I think it still holds up for a good, valid opening strategy, beginning. So check that out if you want, and we will end it here. I am off camera. I'm not going to make videos on this, but I do want to develop my my tavern, and I'll show you that maybe when we get it all expanded and fully fully developed, and I know how to manage it properly, and it's making a ton of money, and everybody's happy. So I love that I could make the bear a bouncer. I love that. So we have a bear as a bouncer. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care. We'll see you on the next one.